and Maple Grove's going to have it.
Right out in front, they score!
Welcome to Sports Jam for the week of September 29th. I'm Jay Wilcox.
I'm John Jacobson. Today on the show, highlights from a big cross-country meet at the U of M. Meet an Armstrong soccer star who has helped her team to a great season in our Sports Jam Spotlight.
And we'll hear from three of the newest members of the Osseo Athletic Hall of Fame. We'll kick things off with a matchup of previously unbeaten football teams in the Northwest Suburban Conference. Maple Grove and Totino-Grace came into their first meeting with 4-0 marks. Maple Grove's homecoming turns into a big night for the Crimson. First quarter, and a play-action pass as Brad Davison rolls left and hits Kyle Anderson for the touchdown and a 7-0 Crimson lead. They're back for more on the next drive. Davison again rolls left and throws deep, and watch the play by receiver Adam Brandt as he wrestles it away from the defender inside the 5-yard line. It sets up an Isaac Collins TD to make it 14-0. The Crimson D is tenacious. Kez Flomo is forced the other way, and Chris Fondakowski drops him for a loss, forcing a Grace punt. That leads to a score just before halftime as Anderson just gets in on what would have been the last play of the half. With Grove out of timeouts, they lead 21-0 at halftime. Grace gets one good drive but can't score, and the Crimson defense continues to harass Lance Bennick as Jake Wilson's hit forces Bennick to throw it into the turf to draw an intentional grounding penalty. Davison helps to seal it up with a short touchdown run as Maple Grove moves to 5-0 with a dominant 28-0 win.
We definitely circled this 1 hour schedule right from the beginning. Homecoming, big game. We wanted to win it for sure. Get this exciting week over with, and it's a big win for our program.
Down the road from Maple Grove at Osseo, the Orioles were also looking for a homecoming night win. The Orioles facing Anoka. First quarter, and Osseo running back Prince Kuro goes around to right end, and he is gone 33 yards for a touchdown, and it's 14-0 Osseo. Second quarter, an Osseo QB, Malik Gillard takes a step back and throws a perfect ball to Kadri Basari, 11 yards for a touchdown, and it's 22-0 after a 2-point conversion. Still in the second quarter, Gillard throws to Cameron Monson, 28 yards all the way down to inside the Anoka 1-yard line. It set up a Justin Ekior touchdown run. Osseo's defense shuts down the Tornadoes. George Foley drops Sam Lakari for a loss. The Orioles lead 35-0 at halftime. Homecoming king and queen, Stephen Amaya and Shia Sanders recognized at halftime. Orgodi in the second half. Kipa Anyangor, second quarterback, Caleb Sieben for a 9-yard loss. And then Kuro goes off for another 200-yard plus day and 3 scores, including this one from 34 yards out. And Osseo wins 42-10. The Orioles are at Armstrong on Friday. You have to go back to the late 1990s to find the last time Hopkins beat Wayzata in football. 2014 Royals were looking to end that feudal streak. Early second quarter, Hopkins quarterbacks Tyler Lee hits Kawan Winston on the bubble screen, and Winston goes 28 yards for a score, and Hopkins is up 14-7. After the Royals fumble a punt return on their own territory, Wayzata ties it up. Jake Marsh faking the handoff. Devontae Newcall on the catch. And we're tied up. Just over 2 minutes left in the half. 1st and 10 on the 16. Austin Gordon taking a handoff, and he goes in for a touchdown. Trojans up 21-14. Both offenses stalled in the second half until Hopkins' Deion Campbell turns the corner and turns on the jet stream his way to a game-time 36-yard fourth quarter touchdown run. We head to overtime. Hopkins gets the ball first. The Royals' offensive line opening up a huge hole. D.T. Williams with a touchdown. Hopkins up by 7. Wayzata getting one last chance. But Joey Mydra coming up and dropping Anthony Clark for no gain. And Hopkins gets to stop. They win it 28-21.
In the Metro West Conference, Cooper was looking to rebound from its first loss of the season, a close 4-pointer to Chanhassen. The Hawks going on the road to face St. Louis Park. First quarter, and Hawks quarterback Philip Howard pump fakes, rolls left, and he'll throw to Thomas Hall. He brings it in for a 41-yard touchdown. Cooper leads 8-0 after the 2-point conversion. Second quarter, and Howard play action starts right. He can't find a receiver and comes back left. And he'll take this one himself. 25 yards for a touchdown, and the Hawks extend the lead. Same score in the fourth quarter, and the handoff goes to Levante Taylor, runs it in from 3 yards out. Cooper leads 22-6. A short time later, it's Howard on the run again. The junior turns this into 6 more points. Down the sideline he goes, staying in bounds to score a 45-yard touchdown. The Hawks lead it 30-6. Linebacker Adrian Jackson stops an Orioles drive with an interception here. That sets up another Cooper touchdown. The Hawks score 30 points in the fourth quarter on their way to a 44-20 win over Park. The Brooklyn Center football team was looking to make it 2 wins in a row Friday. The Centaurs playing host to Spectrum. Jason Bartow weaves his way up the middle on this run and scores a 12-yard touchdown early in the game. Brooklyn Center grabs a 6-0 lead. After a Spectrum TD ties it, Tyrell Beasley fakes the handoff and bounces this one to the outside. And Beasley outruns everyone down the sideline, and he'll get in for a 47-yard touchdown. It's 13-6 BC early in the second quarter. And it's Bartow's turn again. He takes a pitch and sweeps to the right behind his line, and he just lunges over the goal line at the end of the run. The Centaurs take a 19-6 lead into halftime. Beasley scores on a quarterback draw in the third quarter as Brooklyn Center improves to 3-2 with a 33-6 win.
The Totino-Grace football team lost more than a game Friday night. Team manager Rachel Wohl died that evening. Rachel was diagnosed with brain cancer while in elementary school and was in remission until last fall when the cancer returned. She was in attendance for the first half of the Eagles game at Maple Grove, but left at halftime with her parents and passed away at home a short time later. I asked head coach Jeff Ferguson about Rachel earlier this month.
We love her. She's really been a critical part of our team for several years now, and handles it with such dignity and grace and strength. It's bigger than a game. It's bigger than high school football.
Rachel was the Totino-Grace homecoming queen this year. Running back Kez Flomo was the king. There'll be a reveal at the high school on Thursday with the funeral Saturday in Minneapolis. Rachel Wohl was 17 years old.
Welcome back to Sports Jam.
We turn our attention to cross country in the big Roy Griak Invitational. Elite high school teams from around the country come to the meet to challenge Minnesota's best, and there are several college races too. The University of Minnesota, the host for the Griak meet, and they're off and running in the boys' gold division for the high school teams. It's a close finish. Olin Hacker of Madison West in Wisconsin outkicks Thomas Pollard of Gilbert, Iowa for the win. Wayzata's Connor Olson takes 7th place and a good day for the Trojans. In the pack, Ian Eklund of Wayzata here in 13th place, and it helps Wayzata to the team championship. Then it's the girls' turn to take the course on a warm afternoon. Samantha Ortega of Saugus, California is the easy winner. She takes it by nearly 26 seconds. At the back of this next group is Anna French of Wayzata, and she will come in 5th while her teammate Anoka Lerdahl is in 14th. Here's what one of the champion Wayzata boys had to say after the meet.
Before the championship season, this is definitely the biggest invitational we go to. This year, we're trying to peak a little later. Last year, we peaked too early and didn't do as well as we wanted to at nationals. So this year, we were trying to have this be our first big race where we were able to come out and show what we could do. So
the Wayzata boys race to the gold division title, well ahead of Sioux Falls Lincoln. Hopkins is 9th. Rogers was 5th in the maroon division. The Wayzata girls are 2nd behind Saugus, California with 157 points. Naperville North of Illinois places 3rd.
A few years back, the Osseo cross-country program brought back an old tradition, hosting the Osseo Invitational. A great fall afternoon as the girls get started in this year's race at Elm Creek. Osseo, Maple Grove, and Cooper, the local teams in the meet. Freshman Asanya Peshong of Centennial races to the win. followed by 8th grader Alexi Miller of Maple Grove. Then it's Aria Burgess of Centennial, and Grace Koskal of Osseo is 4th. Aliana Hofek of Osseo is 5th. Hannah O'Brien of North St. Paul 6th, and Alice Ziska of Cooper is 7th. And then it's the boys' turn to take the course for their 5,000-meter race. Reed Kurak of Centennial wins easily. His time is 16:21. The Cougars take 3 of the top 4 places. The top local guys, Alex Miley of Maple Grove in 5th place, and then it is, my cousin, Mitch Kramer of Osseo in 6th. We check the team scores. The Centennial boys dominate to win with 23 points. Maple Grove is 2nd and Osseo 3rd. Cooper is 5th. Centennial's girls also win, although this one's a bit closer. Maple Grove is 2nd and Osseo 3rd. Cooper places 5th.
In Northwest Suburban Soccer, the Armstrong boys are tied for 3rd place in the conference. They look to take care of business against Irondale last week. First half, great pass by Kirby Letty to Jesse Rowe, and he buries a shot for a 1-0 Falcons lead. Second half, Armstrong Stephen Ajerman wins the race to the ball and scores to make it 3-0. A short time later, Ajerman is surrounded by Irondale players, but he rips the shot anyway for a goal, giving the Falcons a 4-0 lead. That is the final. In Tri-Metro Conference Volleyball, Brooklyn Center hosted St. Anthony. Huskies on the left in the first set. Back set here to Melanie Abreu for the kill. St. Anthony wins 25-12. But the second set goes much better for the Centaurs. Sandy Thompson in the middle puts away the ball for the kill, and BC leads 11-9. Then it's Keandra Auld with a dig. Cynthia Vang gets the ball to Deja Gibson, who puts it away. And the Centaurs win the second set, 25-19. The Huskies, though, regroup to win the third and fourth sets. Michelle Stevens setting to Kayla Eggle for the kill. St. Anthony wins it over the Centaurs in 4.
Heritage Christian Academy has won 13 volleyball matches despite a number of injuries. The Eagles going against Benilde St. Margaret's on the road on Thursday. After trailing most of the way in the first set, Heritage closes it out. Janae Fugelsted's hit not returned on set point, and the Eagles squeeze out a 25-23 win. Benilde, though, plays pretty well from there. Off a Heritage serve, the back set goes to Hannah Anderson for the kill. The Red Knights take the second set 25-18 to even the match at 1-1. Sophie Weber plays well for Benilde in the third set. This kill helps the Red Knights to a 25-17 win. They take the lead 2-1. After trailing early in the fourth, Heritage gets it going as Bella Lean tips over the block, and the Eagles lead 5-4. But Perry Warren and the Red Knights again pull out the win, 25-23. Benilde wins the match in 4 for their 10th victory of the season.
And Jay, the Osseo Champlin Park match coming up Tuesday, key one in Northwest Suburban Volleyball.
It won't seal anything up, but it'll definitely go a long way toward deciding that conference title. Stay with us. Straight ahead in our Sports Jam Spotlight, meet an Armstrong Jr. who is filling up the score sheet for the Falcons girls soccer team. Despite a loss Saturday to Park Center, it's been a great season for the Armstrong girls soccer team. In this week's Sports Jam Spotlight, we meet a Falcons Jr. who is loving her return to high school soccer.
I'm Mariah Haberle and I play soccer.
And the Armstrong Jr. plays it pretty well.
Steps back, turns, time for one last shot, gets it in, and that one goes in for a goal!
After playing for the Falcons as a freshman, Haberle wasn't involved in high school soccer last fall, but as part of a group of players from the Minnesota Thunder Academy who were able to return this year.
I was super excited, and all of our girls from the school were like, so glad you're back, like can't wait to play with you. And I was mostly the most excited because I missed it more than ever, because it's part of the high school experience to be able to play with girls at school and just being with the girls, and I couldn't be happier.
It brings the level of competition up. I mean, those are some top players, you know, whether it be her here or any of the players that have gotten to come back. It's been well publicized this year, all the different players from all the different teams that got to come back. And certainly, you know, it's helped our team, it's helped other teams as well. And I think all in all, it's good for the kids too. The kids love high school soccer. They love getting this opportunity to play. And so I think just the opportunity to be able to play for their high school in front of their fans, I think is a really great thing for them. So I think everybody kind of wins.
Mariah will return to the Thunder when the high school season ends and play a lot of soccer with a lot of traveling.
It's year-round. We practice like 3 times a week, and then weekends in the beginning, like October, November, is really every weekend we go to Milwaukee or Missouri or Iowa or anywhere like in the Midwest, and then we start to get into our national events, and that's in like California, Florida, New York, New Jersey, Texas. So it's all year, and I love it.
Mariah is a great athlete who's proving to be tough to stop. She's nearing 20 goals. As for her greatest strength, she has great speed, but also a wicked left-footed shot.
A lot of the time on my own, just go and just take a couple of balls up to Zachary and just shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot. And even without a goalie sometimes, because then you can like picture a goalie and find a shoot for the corners and not have someone take it from you. So I don't know, I just like practicing it a lot. Shooting is my favorite thing to do.
I think just her willingness to move off the ball. She's really easy to find. Like, her and I have been playing together since we were itty bitty tiny. And so her and I know exactly how to play off each other. So I know as soon as I get the ball to find Mariah's feet, and she'll turn and she'll score most likely off any ball I play to her.
Her quickness on and off the ball, her change of pace. I mean, she can go up to a player and then just one quick move, she can get past her. She can finish with both her right and left foot, and at this level, you don't see that very often.
Assistant coach Megan Omanzo was quite likely the best player in Falcons history and played at Connecticut. Haberle's doing her best to match Almanzo, who had 24 goals and 20 assists as an Armstrong senior.
We went to Duluth in the beginning of the season, right before the real season started, and we just kind of set a goal for each individual person. And mine was to beat Megan, because she's been my mentor since I was little, and it's always been a goal to beat her. So it's a good level to get to.
We joke around about it. She's in there scoring 4 goals in a game. I tell Coach, you gotta pull her. But of course, I want her to beat it. I mean, it's for the team, so.
Though she's a junior, Haberle's made her college choice already. She plans to play at North Dakota State.
I love the coaching staff. Mark Cook, he actually coached MTA when I was younger, a couple years ago, and we kind of just clicked right from the beginning. And I met with the girls and got to hang out with them, and they were the nicest people I've ever met. They were so welcoming, and the team chemistry looks amazing, and everything about the campus and the food is amazing.
As for this season, the playoffs are just around the corner. Mariah Haberle and the Falcons will take nothing for granted.
We take it day by day and always look at what the first thing we have to conquer before we can get any farther. But our goal is definitely high, and I think we're pretty close to achieving it.
Haberle has 18 goals and 8 assists entering the week. The Falcons wrap up the regular season with games against Spring Lake Park and Totino-Grace this week. John talks with 3 new members of the Osseo High School Hall of Fame when we return.
Welcome back to Sports Jam. A special night at Osseo last Friday as 6 new members of the Athletic Hall of Fame were inducted, and 3 of them have joined us tonight on Sports Jam. Kelly McConville, Kirsten Larson, and Ken Rasmussen. And Ken, you spent 40 years as a coach here. Now you're in the Osseo Athletic Hall of Fame. What does this night mean to you?
Well, I get to get in there with some of my old mentors, Quinn Carlson, Abe Pittman, John Hansen, Jim Dean. I never thought I would be part of that collection, but 40 years later I am.
And you're an Osseo High School graduate too.
Came off the farm at Corcoran and got mentored by those coaches I just talked about. So they taught me well, and I really appreciate it.
40 years is a lot of memories, but what are some things that stick out to you during your time here?
Well, the first one is when I was running at Osseo, we didn't even have a truck. I ran into a ditch over off of Highway 81, so to walk out and see this new surface out here after being part of that for 40 years, it's pretty memorable.
Bring us up to date what you're doing now.
I'm retired, living in Missoula, Montana. I play a lot of golf, ride a lot of motorcycle, go to a lot of college basketball games.
Ken, congratulations on this night.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Kirsten Larson Buzek is a 1993 graduate, 3-sport athlete. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
Tell me about this night for you and what it meant to you to get the phone call about this.
Well, it was an honor. Never really expected anything like that. I have nothing but great memories at Osseo, and yeah, I had a great time. It's an honor to come back and show my son where I played. He's heard a lot of memories and things like that, and I think my dad would be proud. He died 7 years ago, so it's kind of special for that.
There aren't as many 3-sport athletes these days as there were back when you played. But you played tennis, you played basketball, you played softball, and you played really well in all of them. How much did it mean to you to go from sport to sport, and how much did you enjoy all 3 of those?
Huge. I actually don't think I would have been as good at any one of them if I would have played one all the time. It made me who I was. I got to be around a different group of girls every sport, and that meant a lot of great friends. And it made me love everything a lot more, and my passion for basketball was the one that took me further, but I enjoyed every bit of it. It was so exciting to go from one to the next to the other, so it was fun.
I know after high school you spent a lot of time out of state, but now you're back in Minnesota, right?
Yes. I spent 16 years in Colorado, but before that, I was at Kansas State. So, so I've been gone, and we're back for now a year and a half. So it's nice to be here on an 80-degree night. I'm enjoying that. So, it's good to be back and around family.
Kirsten, great to see you. Congratulations on tonight.
Thank you very much.
Kelly McConville graduated in 1997, state champion wrestler for the Orioles. And tell me about this night for you to go in. I know your former coach is in, and Woody Ferry and a longtime assistant's going in tonight as well. What does this night mean to you?
It's an honor to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. As a kid, just coming to events was an honor, and then being a participant and to be a part of the Hall of Fame now, it means a lot to me. It's really special.
You got a chance to come back as a coach for 5 years. I know that was special for you. And what's it like just to be back, though, at Carlton and around this school again?
I have a lot of memories, a lot of wonderful memories of Osseo, both as a student, athlete, coach, teacher.
When you found out that you were going to be in the Hall of Fame, what went through your head?
I really couldn't believe that. I was honored to be there with all the amazing athletes that we've had at Osseo over the years.
And finally, bring us up to date to what you're doing now.
I'm the assistant principal at Fridley High School.
Great to see you again. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The other members of the Hall of Fame going in tonight, longtime assistant wrestling coach Woody Ferry, as I mentioned, former Osseo girls basketball coach Dave Thorpe, who could not be here tonight, along with Hannah Pelto, who graduated in 2000, state champion in basketball, also could not be in attendance tonight at Osseo. We'll be back and wrap up Sports Jam, but first, our plays of the week.
There was so much awesomeness in that play.
High school sports are back for another year on Channel 12. You can catch all of the regular season telecasts live on the web through our website at 12.tv. Blocked by Hayes, and for the first time this fall, watch over 20 prep games live on Channel 12. Football, volleyball, and soccer from throughout the northwest suburbs, live on Channel 12, your local source.
Thompson firing, and he scores!
For a complete list of games, go to 12.tv.
Get your costume set for the Monster Mash Dance on Friday, October 24th at the Crystal Community Center. It's for youth grades 5 through 7. Get more details at 12.tv.
Our game of the week is Champlain Park's homecoming football game as the Rebels host Irondale. Watch it live on Channel 12 and 12.tv. Note the early start time at 5 o'clock Friday. Catch the replays Saturday at 7 and 10 p.m.
That'll do it for this week's show. October starts already this week.
That's right. Playoffs get started in tennis and coming soon for soccer. We'll see you next week here on Sports Jam.